What is up, guys? Yes. Welcome to day 3 of the Spire 7-Day Builder Challenge. I hope you guys are having a blast. And here's the thing, today we're going to be creating your products, right? Today we're going to be creating your offers. This is the thing that actually gets people to purchase, right, something on your website, right? We're not just trying to build a website just to get people to like give information right now. We're not trying to do any of that. We're actually trying to create how you're going to be monetizing, right? Making money from your website, right? And so today's lesson, right, is highly important, right? So I hope you're excited. This is going to be awesome. So here's one of the coolest things, right? I am building my website with you guys, right? I'm creating a brand new website. I kind of went into a niche that I'm already a part of. However, it's something that it's in like a different sector in it, right? And it's a whole little different area, right? It's coming out of it in a different angle. This new website, if you guys have been following along, is about garage growers, right? So I want to teach people and give everything that they need to be able to grow really good tomatoes in their garage. You know what I mean? Like have a really good system. And so that is my website, right? And so I'm going to break out the whiteboard in a few minutes, and we're going to be going over something very important. It's called a value ladder, right? And so just a little thing, what we're going to be going over. But however, before we go over the value ladder, I want to give you a little, today you're actually going to be talking to some of your first potential customers for your website. I hope you're pumped. Right? Like you're going to be talking to some of your first potential website customers, right? And so this is kind of why I'm excited about this, because this is where the pre-selling starts. This is where getting to know who you're talking to, getting to know who your customer is, your ideal client. This is really getting inside their head and figuring out what they want to buy, like today, right? Not like some old data or what you think they want to buy. Like I'm talking about actually figuring out exactly, right? Like, because here's the thing, the reason I'm so excited, because I'm like discovering things that I didn't even know, that I'm like, oh, that's a product. I could sell that. Right? And so the same thing for you. You're going to realize that a lot of these things are products that you didn't even realize. And if you just listen, you're going to be able to make that into your business really, really easy. And so, all right, we're going to dive in. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and let's see. So share my entire screen. Boom. All right. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. And I have this cool handy dandy whiteboard, right? Handy dandy whiteboard that we're going to be mapping out. Here's the thing. We're going to be mapping out this thing, right? This thing called a value ladder, right? And so I'm just going to draw 3 things right there, and I'm going to put value ladder, right? And I'm gonna put for mine, because remember, I'm gonna map out my business as I'm with you guys, but I'll show you guys some examples as we go, right? So this is for value ladder for garage growers. This is going to be, like I said, I'm putting together the site with you guys, and so you can follow along and think about what yours is, right? And so garage growers is all about everything that you need to grow in your garage, right? Anything that you want. And so here's the thing, before I ever start creating any products or any offers or anything on my website. So you should be at the part where you're like, you don't have anything on your website yet, right? You're still trying to figure out what you're going to offer, or you might have an idea of the type of products you do want to offer, right? Like I have an idea of the products I want to offer, right? I don't actually have them yet, right? So here's what we're going to do, right? So one of the very first things, right? Like this is my absolute favorite part of starting a new business, because this is where you discover the entire business model, like hidden gems that most people will go. Most people here, I'm going to show, like most people will go their entire business careers not realizing that they're doing it wrong, right? Not realizing that their market, their products are completely not talking to any customers or anything like that, right? So here's what we're going to do, right? I'm going to share my screen again. Here we go. We are going to do one powerful thing. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? We're going to do one powerful thing. We're going to ask what our customers want. Right? Like, what? All right, so here's the thing. One of the very first things we are going to do, we are going to ask what our customers want. Right? And so, all right, so this is one of the things that we're going to do. We're going to ask them what they want. We're going to start talking to them. Right? So, as we build out this value ladder, it's don't get overwhelmed about what each one is going to be, because when you start asking who you're actually going to be selling to, and you start asking in the community, asking on Facebook, asking in your social groups, what people actually want, what people are looking for, what they're struggling with, people are literally going to start raising their hand and be like, oh, this is what I need, this is what I'm looking for. Right? And so, all right, so I'm going to show you guys. So think about this value ladder. Right? A lot of people talk about just selling products, right, on the internet, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to think about the entire customer journey of somebody that's in Garage Growers, right? So this person that is going to grow, that is my customer avatar, the one that we chose yesterday, right? Like, here, let me like erase that. Let's go here. All right, so like, right, like, what we want to do is like, this is my customer, right? So here's the thing is, the ideal person that is actually going to grow, I want to get inside their head and figure out what they need, where they're at, right? Like, so if somebody's going to start to grow, what are they going to need, right? They're going to need, they're going to need growing equipment, right? They're going to need, so right here, I'm going to put in the middle, I'm going to put like e-commerce, right? So like products, services, right there. And now here's the thing is, I want to think about, if I know that one of the things that they're going to need is e-commerce, products, and services, like I know that they're going to need lights, they're going to need plants, they're going to need seeds, they're going to need these things. I need to think down here, right? Here's the power of this first step, right? Like the reason I put this up here is because sometimes you got to build, right? You got to build the thing that attracts the people, right? You got to build the thing that sells the thing, right? So you actually got to create the thing that will sell the ultimate thing that you want to sell, right? So if you want to sell e-commerce products and services, and you have a product that you're going to list on your website, right? We want to think, what will bring that person off of social media, off of online, off of wherever they're hanging out in the world, and get them, what will bring our customer, right? Whoever your customer is, whoever you decided like you're building your website to serve, what is going to get them to raise their hand and be like, oh man, like I hecka want that, right? Like, oh dang, right? Like not only do I want this, you know that they're going to want be a customer for this, but what will bring them in the door, right? What will get them to raise their hand, right? As something free, right? So this could be something free, right? Or low ticket, right? Something that will actually get them to raise their hand and purchase something and say, I want to be a part of your business, right? So here's the thing is, when I'm going to be on my website, right? So when I thought of Garage Growers, I thought of, all right, what can I actually offer for free to get somebody to come to Garage Growers, or low ticket, right? So for me, right, I'm going to map out, I want them to actually purchase something, right? So I'm going, yes, you can do free. I'll talk about free in a little bit later and how we're going to do free, because I'm going to show you how to get paid for your guys' free inside the low ticket section, which is going to be later today. So get ready. All right. So inside my low ticket, I'm going to be offering a $7 grower, $7 a month, right? $7 master grower build, right? And it's going to be a community, right? It's going to be an online community. So it's going to be, I'm just calling it a guild, right? So it's going to be a master grower guild. They're going to get a Facebook group. They're going to get some course area. Because I'm going to build it out with you guys, right? And it's $7 a month, and they're going to get that, right? So that's going to be my middle ticket. That's what I'm going to get people to raise their hand and be like, man, that's going to teach me how to grow. That's going to get me and connect with people. That's going to get me everything I need. I want to do that, right? So that's what I'm going to offer. And inside that growers guild, right, I'm going to be offering them my e-commerce stuff, my products, and my services, right? So this is what we're going to be building out, and you guys can see. Here's the thing. You guys see how cool that is? Is people are going to come. They're going to want to join the $7 Master Grower Guild. Like, dude, who doesn't want to join that? Like $7. Look, woo! Let's do it, right? You know what I mean? And so they're going to join this. It's going to be $7 a month, and I'm going to teach them how to grow, right, inside the guild. And I'm going to offer them products, services, and stuff that they could do from home, right? And then here's the thing. Today, right, this is one of the cool things. Remember how I told you to ask, right? Ask, right? Like today, you guys see this top one. I couldn't really figure out what I'm going to offer this guy as high ticket, right? Like I could offer him products, I could offer him services. I couldn't really figure it out, right? And so I asked them, right? Hey, what do you guys need? What do you want? What do you need? What could you possibly want, right? And here's the thing. I had two things that come back, right? I had some people that said solar, right? Check out that, right? I had some people that said solar, which I'm going to talk about this later, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to add it into this, remember? And so that, make sure you guys check out that. And then they also said they wanted kits. Right, they wanted kits at different levels, like $100. They wanted $500 kits, right? Like $2,000 kits, right? $2,000 kits, right? And then so I'm sure, right? If I offer a $10,000 at-home grow kit, someone will buy it, right? So here's the thing: what was just an idea the other day, right, has now turned into an entire business model, right, where we have every single one of these. Here's what I want you to know. Every single one of these areas, right, later on when we get to day 7, right, so here's a little foreshadowing for you guys. When we get to day 7, all right, when we get to day 7, I'm going to individually show you how to increase the amount of money you make per ladder step. Right? So when you want to increase your business and you want to scale it and grow it, you increase each one of these ladders and you make them deeper. Right? So now you offer this master guild and you start adding a plus, you start adding a plus 27. Let's see. Oops. How do I type? Okay, there you go. All right, you add a plus $27 guide, right, to the checkout page. Right? And guess what? That just increased the value of this part, this one step. Right? So as we go through this later on, as we start to ask your customer more and more, I literally want you to start today, right? Go on social media right now, right? Here's the thing. Screenshot this because I'm ready to take it off if you guys need, right? So you guys can actually see what the value ladder is going to be looking like, right? And all right, I'm going to pop that off. All right, so here we go. Boom. All right, so here's what it is. Right now, right, before you dive into the next part and you start creating out your actual products, jump on social media. I want you to find 5 or 6 brand new groups, right, that you've never been a part of that is relevant to your actual, like, your product, right? Find people on social media, find people on like Instagram, find people that are hanging out wherever you are and just ask the questions, right? Like, what would you need to get started, right? What would you need to, have you ever tried this, and what do you think you need to get started? Or what would you recommend? What are the products that you bought when you got started, right? These are the products and services that you're going to offer, right? And so ask people what they need help with, right? Ask, what is your biggest struggle, right? If one of your products is a course, right? What is your biggest struggle to creating a blank, right? What is your biggest struggle to starting a podcast? Whatever it is, right? Create that ask that question, right? And then once you guys ask that question, then we're going to dive on into your actual value ladder steps, right? And so now we're actually going to be setting up not only those steps in your business, right? But you're setting up those steps inside your website so they actually become products and services and not just ideas in your head. They become purchasable for your client. And so I am pumped. Yes, let's do it. All right. So congratulations. Day 3 is fully underway. Let's do it.